morning their spiritual solutions to help a loved one who's battling with addiction, and also how you can keep hope alive. Morning Air starts at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific tomorrow on Relevant Radio and the Relevant Radio app. Business owners who want to help build brand awareness and drive store traffic can learn about advertising on Relevant Radio on either our network show on Relevant Radio and on the Relevant Radio app. You may be facing a spiritual struggle right now. So often Satan does not like when we advance
root recalculation.
God, and one of the primary tricks, I think, of the evil one is to get a person deceived, to not realize the depth of what's taking place in their life. And oftentimes, you might assume that that struggle that you're facing is just a natural battle.
Take the next left onto Patrick McCaffrey Senior Avenue.
There's something far more complex taking place. Maybe under spiritual attack. What is spiritual attack? How do we protect ourselves? I'm joined this afternoon by Father Robert Altier, here to answer your questions. And Father, because time goes so quick, let's get right into the calls. Paul's listening to us in Wisconsin. Paul, good afternoon.
How are you doing, Tracy?
I'm really glad you had this topic on.
Now turn left.
For years, had an insomnia problem and would wake up with night terrors and just never could get a handle on it. I didn't really want to go on pills or anything to get sleep, so I just kind of lived with it, and, I'd use the time to pray and different things, but
take the next left onto Golden Reclaim.
I heard someone talking about it possibly being a Masonic curse on a show to somebody else that had that kind of problem. And, right away I knew, my father had been involved in the Masonic Lodge, and my grandparents were also heavily involved in the Masonic Lodge. And so I did some prayers for deliverance, and it was about 45 minutes worth of prayers, and the problem
now
is
turn
90% better. If I get stressed out or something, I may not sleep very well that night, but other than that, I don't get these night terrors. I don't get these awful things where I can't relax, no matter how exhausted I am, and this kind of thing. So I just feel that this is totally real, and when I look back at my own life, I think there were some portals of entry where I may have let some demonic forces kind of get at me a little bit. I had a history of using marijuana, and I even studied some Reiki at one point that I think may have brought some things in. I'm devoted to the church and all that. In fact, I had a monk at one time tell me, don't let anybody ever tell you that there is no lower power out there, that there's no devil out there, because
in 300 yards, turn right onto CRJ2, South Corral Hollow Road.
And I'm glad you have this on, and hopefully maybe the Father can
root recalculation.
Maybe, you have some of this stuff going on in your life.
You've got a lot going on there, Paul. Let me let Father respond. Wow, everything from Reiki to marijuana
root recalculation.
to Freemasonry, Father. I'll throw that in your court.
Well, the one important point for people to realize is Freemasonry presents itself as this fraternal organization, a charitable organization.
Root recalculation.
It's a diabolical thing.
Now turn left.
And what Paul is saying is it's just one of the things. I mean, the prayer actually to break all the demonic, all the Masonic stuff. I think it's like 12 pages long.
Root recalculation.
It's this ugly long prayer that goes through all that they do. It's, so these are not nice people that just put on a circus or have hospitals for kids. That's a front, and it's bad news. Reiki is bad news. Again, this is opening the doors. Drugs open the doors. Exactly what he was saying.
In 300 yards, turn right onto Marie Angela Drive.
Just one, but the one was already there, passed on, because some of the Masonic things are generational. Then, if you put the Reiki on top of that, for instance, the two of them can interact. They network together. The demons start to talk and can cause lots of problems. So yeah, it can
now
be one
turn
thing.
Right.
It can be multiple things. It can be network things. It can be very complex. But thankfully, he was able to recognize it and get rid of the stuff.
Yeah, Paul, thank you very much for your call. I'm going to move along for the sake of
Route
time here.
recalculation.
Katie's listening up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Drew. My statement is this, that I think that it's really a big mistake for the church to assume or go at the
Route
angle of
recalculation.
supernatural before the supernatural. I'm a nurse, and I have seen people that are so-called schizophrenic that have come off medication, and I've seen and heard the babblings that seem very supernatural. The vacancy in their eyes, more than vacancy, it's almost like an evil in the eyes. And these people's own testimonies, much like what you were talking about earlier. This is in the medical community, we rule out the most serious and the most dangerous. We rule that out first. We don't take the approach, usually. We don't take the approach of, well, we're going to think that this is just,
Take the next right onto Blackstone Drive, then turn left.
A minute and a half left. I'm going to let Father respond to you. It was a great point, one that we've I think, articulated a little bit earlier, but she's a nurse. Your thoughts on that, Father? And again, you kind of said the same thing. The church always looks for the natural first, doesn't it?
Yeah, and of course, remember that, what we're dealing with in the church is spiritual stuff, and by saying that we'll assume the natural before the preternatural, that's number one, to not give the devil more power than he's got. And number two, just to make sure of what we're dealing with. So it's not to deny that it could be preternatural. It's not to just sort of ignore and say, oh, don't worry, it's just a natural thing.
Now turn right.
Say, okay, let's look at this. Is there possibly a natural cause? If not, let's look a little bit deeper. Or is there even something preternatural building on something that's natural?